The 80-mile trip from Portsmouth to London may seem like a rather long way, but how about if you were walking it? Joanna Cadman trekked the route completely solo to raise money for charity, and she now joins me in the studio to tell me more. Welcome, Joanna. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for asking me.
Tell me a little bit about this walk then.
Well, I suppose it was one of those insane ideas you have sometimes in your life that kind of sticks, and in the end, having started off thinking that's rather an insane idea, I ended up thinking, actually, that could be fun. And it was fun. The reason behind it is I am the chairman of an organisation called the Royal Society of St George.
Okay.
It's a fairly old society. It's been around for 123 years. I'm the first woman chairman.
Wow.
We've had some famous people involved: Rudyard Kipling, Winston Churchill, Margaret Thatcher.
Wow, my gosh, amazing.
Our patron has always been the monarch. We've always had a member of the royal family involved. So it's a society with a lot of history. And as the name suggests, we exist to enjoy our country and to celebrate its history and traditions and all the good things we've done.
Yeah.
We also observe the not so good things we've done, to be fair, but we exist, but we love England. And it seemed like a good way of, oh, and the other thing we do, of course, is we raise money for charity. We have branches all over the country, all over the world. And they, as part of what they all do, they raise money for either national or local charities. So I thought I would combine raising awareness of the society, because it's not that well known. It's still quite big. We still have about 10,000 members, but not everybody knows about us. If they do, because our flag is obviously the English flag.
Yeah.
And can get confused with BNP or football hooligans or people like that. So I thought I'd raise some awareness of us at the same time as raising some money for charity.
Yeah.
HMS Victory to Trafalgar Square to Nelson's Column seemed like a good historical thing to do. I walked most of the way on Portsmouth roads, actually, so interestingly enough.
Yeah.
There is a connection. And the charities, well, Combat Stress is obviously a very good service charity. I think we're all realising more and more how difficult it is to go out and fight wars. There was a time when you just went and did it, and if you didn't survive, well, that was just, what a shame. We now realise, and I think we've realised since the First World War, that surviving is also very hard. The whole process of coming to terms with what you've seen and what you've done. And it's a charity that is also not particularly well recognised, so I thought some help for that. London Air Ambulance, well, we all know how good the air ambulances are. They're a brilliant organisation all around the country. I had a very good friend who was raising money for London Air Ambulance, and he died very suddenly just before Christmas. So I thought, as a mark of respect to him, and also to carry on what he was doing, I thought that's what I would do.
Great.
And I did it, amazingly enough.
You did, and I think we've got some pictures of the walk, so if we just have a little look at them now, and then we can discuss where you were and what you were doing at the time. So this obviously is in Portsmouth, as I can see.
It looked my incredibly big high-vis jacket. I got a big one because I thought I'd be wearing a coat all the time. And
where's this one?
Oh, that would be on the road from Little to Hazelmere, and now I am in Hazelmere.
Hazelmere,
so you see, started with Lord Mayor of Portsmouth, went on to the Mayor of Hazelmere, and this is Mayor of Guildford.
Mayor of Guildford, so you're working your way up?
Working my way up, yes, working my way up. And from there on, there I am, I'm coming into London. Oh, no, I'm on Guildford High Street now.
Enjoying a
well-earned break.
You definitely need a well-earned break, definitely.
And here I am, you can't see Nelson's Column, but that's one of the lions at the bottom.
Great, well they look amazing. Have you got a highlight then from this walk?
Yes, reaching the end.
And how much money did you raise then?
I don't know, because I'm still raising it.
Yeah,
because some people, including my son, didn't give me any money until they could see whether I could do it or
rude.
not. How rude. Exactly. But I aimed for £2,000, and I'm about 3/4 of the way there.
And did you do any training for this?
Not as much as I should have done, I have to confess. I lead quite a busy life. I still work, and being chairman of this organisation is quite busy. And I was determined to do at least one 20-mile walk before I set off. The best I did was 5 miles.
Wow.
So I set off with some trepidation about whether I'd do it or not, but I managed it.
And how many hours in the day then did you have to walk to cover
it? Roughly 8. The idea was always to do 10 miles before lunch and 10 miles after lunch, because that gave me a target. 10 miles, the average walking speed is 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, that's my average walking speed. I've got short legs. So I was 3 miles an hour, so 10 miles is just about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
So that's a nice gap between breakfast and lunch.
Lovely.
And it's the same thing again afterwards. So it gave me a target. Something pleasant to look forward to.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a challenge, but you did it, and you're back, and you're here to tell the tale, and you've raised money for charity, and that's great. And thank you so much for coming in, Joanna. We are out of time, but it was great to meet you and to chat to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.